Hi, welcome. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications and comment down below who I should interview next. But today, I'm interviewing a sports anchor named Bernie Smilovitz.
Smilovitz. No, I'm just
Smilovitz.
kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
Smilovitz.
Yes.
All right. So, how are you doing today?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What is your schedule like at work?
Well, when I get up in the morning, first thing I do is check, the pay. I read like 3 or 4 newspapers a day, watch ESPN, look at all highlights and stuff. That's while I'm still at home. And then I go in at about 2 o'clock and I work till 6:30, and then I come home for dinner. And I'm home back there at about 8:30, and we go from there. So it's a long day, and I stay till midnight. I stay till 11:35, and then that's it. Yeah, it's a long day.
Do you ever have holiday parties with the local 4 team?
Do I ever have a holiday party with them?
Yes.
That's a good question. I've been to 1 or 2. Yeah, if they have a party, yeah.
Do you
I'm
have
usually
a
I'm usually out of town during the holidays. Are you talking about like December, like Christmas or New Year's or that stuff?
Thanksgiving, anything like that?
Thanksgiving, my kids come home with their kids. So no, but yeah, during Christmas, yeah, sometimes whenever they have one.
Do you ever have a script when you're doing sports?
Do I ever script it?
Yes, sir.
So here's how I do this. I script, but I ad lib. So I script and put notes down and keep things there and know what I have to get to and stuff like that. Oops, we're moving. I'm sorry.
You're good.
And anyway, so yeah, I mean, I script just so that I'll have something in front of me, not sit there and go, So.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever
So it's scripted, but it has notes. So many times I'll make a comment about it, or sometimes I'll make a joke, or sometimes I'll say something really stupid. Any of those, you could choose from those.
Do you ever do anything during the sports segment for the holidays on set? Like, do you decorate your area?
I do not.
In your opinion, what's the best part of WDIV Insider?
The best part of the WDIV Insider is that you're inside, because otherwise you'd be the WDIV outsider, and you'd rather be inside than be outside. So I think that's the best part.
It's very good and informative, and the newsletters are fun.
Good.
Do you ever write the newsletters?
I do not.
Do you ever have anxiety before you are reporting, anchoring sports?
I think in the beginning when I started, I was nervous, but then I learned to take all that nervousness and kind of channel it into my product. And that I thought was the best way for me to deal with it. There's still times when you get nervous and if you have a big assignment or something big's going on, but not really. I mean, I've done this for so long. It's kind of like, tying your shoes almost.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I wear slip-ons or loafers, so I don't really have to tie my shoes. Yeah.
Do you ever have to put something on your face before you go on to the
Makeup?
TV? Yes, or anything on your face?
Yes, you have to wear a little bit of powder because the lights are so intense and your skin is a little oily that it will shine. So that's why you wear the makeup.
Do your eyes ever hurt you after the intensity of the lights?
No.
In your opinion, what's the easiest thing to report sports on?
I don't think anything is easy. I think you have to treat every sport as its own. I think you have to treat every story as the most important story. For me, the end of the show is the big thing because people you're a rarity that you watch the newscast at your age. Normally, anybody under 30 or 40 doesn't watch it, but I found out very early in research that in a newscast, only less than 5% care about sports, 95% don't care. So I want to include everybody. I want the non-sports fan. I want the person who doesn't know anything about sports. I want all those people, because I'll always have a little treat at the end for them to hopefully make them laugh and, feel better about the day.
The little video clip at the end, is it the same when you do go on at 6 and 11? Are they the same?
No.
Or are they always different?
Different, all different.
Do you
That's
ever
how you got to have people coming back.
do you ever edit them?
Yes, we edit them a little bit. You have to because of time. And sometimes if they're really good at 11, then I will use them again the next day at 5 or 6. But that's very rare. I always want fresh stuff each show.
Mm-hmm. What's probably the favorite segment at the end thing or the video of yours?
You mean, what do I like the most at the very end?
Yes, out of the video, like which one's probably your favorite that you've shown?
Oh my God. Well, I don't know. I've probably shown 100,000 of them. I don't know. I honestly, I've thrown away more than I've used. So they've really got to be good to get up to be on the air. I don't put, excuse my French, crap on the air. I try to make it a quality piece so that people will enjoy it and come back for more the next day.
What's the hardest thing to do when you're either making the clips or reporting sports on?
The hardest thing is just to keep everything in order. And when stories are breaking, then you have to throw stuff out. You have to stay within a time frame. You've got to make sure that you're getting everything in that you think is important. So, I mean, there's a lot of moving parts every day. Hey, Max, hold on 1 second. I just have to turn an oven off.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, here I come.
All right.
All right.
Is that dinner in the oven?
It is a warm-up dinner. Yeah, my oldest son just had a baby, so my wife is in New York with him, so and his wife. So.
Oh.
Are you still recording?
Yes, I still am.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
What do you use when you're editing the videos that you're putting together, the clips that you put together?
I have an editor who does the editing.
What's your least favorite part when you're reporting sports?
My least favorite part?
Yes, when you're either reporting about it or talking about it.
If I see a great story and I can't get the video for it, that's my least favorite part. You have to have the video.
What's your least favorite sport to report about sports on?
My least favorite sport. I don't have a least favorite. I said earlier to you, you have to kind of love every sport or else you can't do this job, because if you don't like golf, you'll piss off the golfers. If you don't like basketball, you piss off the basketball people. So I try to get everything, and I want everybody to be part of it.
Do you have a favorite sport?
They're all my favorite, but football probably. I would say football, baseball, basketball, hockey, golf, tennis.
When did you start working for Local 4 News?
1986.
When did you go back from when COVID was happening in the studio? Because for a while you were filming on a video.
I was at home, yeah. We went back in May of last year. So May of 2021.
Was it challenging to do it from home?
It actually was not challenging. And I have to give my wife all the credit because she knew how to run the equipment. She was a video freak in college, so she knew everything, and she saved the day many times. So I'd say, no, it was not challenging. It was fun, actually. Plus, it didn't have to drive and commute, so that was even more fun.
Saving the gas.
Exactly. Here's what I like. Yeah, you're right.
All I know is the gas is very high right now.
Oh, it is high. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Crazy.
yes, are you with a gas or an electric car right now?
Right
Or a
now I've got
hybrid?
gas. I have a gas car.
Ah, they're they're good, but they can be challenging when the prices are so high.
No question. Absolutely. I wish I had an electric car today.
I mean, the hybrids are nice too, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, no question. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're great.
What COVID protocols had to be made? What COVID protocols were mandated to work in person?
You had to wear a mask in the building. You had to wash your hands and use sanitizer. I mean, there's a lot. You really, it's not as easy as it looks when something like that's going on. Everybody's got to stay safe, and you have to have vaccinations, so, and boosters. So that was a must.
Did you ever have to wear a mask when you were doing your sports segments?
No.
But right after you were done, you put it on?
Yep. As soon as I was done, I put it on and walked to my desk, get my keys, and leave. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
before sports, are you in this area where on set where they're filming, or are you at
No.
your desk?
I'm in my work area with producer and editor, and we're putting the show together. So no.
Ah.
Yeah.
What, in your opinion, was the hardest protocol of COVID-19 to work with, or still is?
I think remembering the mask, but it's kind of become second nature now, so it's not that big a deal.
With the COVID spikes going up, I know you guys, from talking to Devin last week, you guys got rid of the COVID masks just last week. Do you guys
Yep.
with the spike, have you guys added them in yet, or?
I added it in, and several other people in the newsroom did too. Yeah, I think it's important. I don't go into a store without a mask. I have little grandchildren I like to see, and I don't want to bring COVID to them. So I'm trying to be as safe as I possibly can.
You never made sports newsletters. What are your sports news reporting and anchoring history and roles?
My sports
Anchoring, your sports anchoring and reporting history or role and roles.
What's been my experience with it?
Yes, like your history of where you've been at with them, and then your role.
I started in Washington, D.C. in 1979. I worked there for 8 years. Before that, I was in radio for 3 years, 76 to 79. Then in DC, 79 to 86. And then 86, I came here. And we're now in 2022.
Is it hard to report or anchor sports outside in the winters?
In the winters, yes. Extremely hard. Yes. That's why I try not to.
I saw you and Jamie and a bunch of others were at the opening game for, I want to say, the Tigers.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Was that hard to do, or?
No, it was just so darn cold. I've been in other places where it's been 3 degrees and the wind's blowing and snow's in your face, and you got to try to be professional and be on the air. But that was very difficult. It was very cold that day.
What's your favorite event to report or anchor sports on?
Super Bowl. I really like the Super Bowl a lot.
Are you at where the Super Bowl is happening during?
I've been to 8 of them or 10 of them, but many times if NBC's not carrying it, all I have to do is I'd watch it, so I don't have to go anywhere.
But you have to report on it still for the sports segment.
Correct. Exactly right. Yeah.
Do you ever report from live sports games?
Live sports games? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I used to put from the Pistons were good. We'd go all the time from their game or the Red Wings, but the teams haven't been very good lately. So there isn't as much demand.
So what time did or like year did that start to change?
When they started to stink. Uh,
Was that like during COVID or before?
no, it was before. No, well before. Now the Pistons haven't been very good for, I don't know, 10 years or so, and the Red Wings have not been very good for 8 to 10 years also. I mean, it's been a kind of a dry spell here. And the Lions have never been good. So the last time the Lions were good was 1993. Wow, that's a long time.
Yes. When you're going to those live games, are you driving your car or do you go in the local four vans?
I drive my own car.
What got you into sports broadcasting or just broadcasting in general?
I loved sports. I lived in Washington, D.C. when I was a little boy, and I could look out my window and see the stadium, and the lights would go on when the Washington Senators played, which are now the Washington Nationals. And I just fell in love with it. I'd listen to it on the radio. Sometimes I'd watch the game if it was on TV, if it was televised. So I've always been a sports junkie. I really love sports.
And what are some things you're working on right now for 11 o'clock or future episodes of the news?
Do I share episodes? I'll share them with you.
Oh,
I have PGA Championship, Tiger Woods and how his leg felt after he played today. Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher of Texas A&M are in a war of words, so we're going to run all that. Got the hockey playoffs tonight. Got the basketball playoffs tonight. Celtics are playing tonight. Let's see, golf. And then I have a piece at the end. It's kind of funny.
how long are your sports segments usually?
4 minutes.
So you have 4 minutes to talk about every sport and then the video.
Right.
And does the schedule of the news at 11 ever change from going longer to like the 30s versus ending at like 20?
No, unless there's a game on and we go on later, sometimes it'll change. But no, usually it's the same every single night. In television, there's something about repetition that's very good. People like to be used to a thing. When you come watch, if I'm on and you look at it's 6:20 or 6, whatever it is, you'll know, oh, he's coming up. So I'll go watch. But it's just, that's the way it is. So repetition is very important.
You get on about 6:22, 6:26, 24.
Yep. You're a fan.
And then 11 o'clock, that's about that time too.
Yep. Yeah, it works well.
When you were younger, did you have a favorite sport at all?
Baseball.
Did you have a least favorite sport?
Probably, I don't know, maybe. No, not really. No, I've always liked all sports. I really do. I'm not a person that doesn't like, I like them all.
Are there any certain sports events that you're anchoring live from soon?
Don't know excuse me, I don't know what the schedule is yet. The Grand Prix. I'll be at the Grand Prix in about 2 weeks.
When do you get your schedules usually?
Well, you just look at the schedule and you go pick out weeks that are really going to be important, and Grand Prix week's going to be important. So,
is it in Detroit or is it far away this year?
It's in Belle Isle, which is in Detroit.
Ah,
yeah.
Are you going to be the only one there, or
No, Jamie will be with me.
And then the rest of everyone else will be in the studio?
I think so, yeah.
Fun. I don't have any more questions on my things. I think we can wrap up the video part and then stay on a little bit after if you have time.
I do. I'm going to eat. You want me to call you? I'll call you back in 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Okay, it's one very quick question, actually.
Sure.
All right, hold on. I'm just gonna do the ending to this video real quick.
Okay.
Thanks for joining on this interview, and I'll be back with another one soon. Have a good rest of your night, day, or whenever you're watching.